Hey, Tom.
Hey, Ted.
You know what, I would like to follow up on our last discussion with actually the action of the piano. I mean, it seems like it's such an important component for the touch and the performance that I was just wondering if you could show me a little bit about the keys and the action of the piano.
Sure, I'd be happy to. Let me slide this out for you so you can get a better look. It's really a beautiful piece of workmanship. Okay. First of all, I'd like to draw your attention to any of those people that play golf out there. I want to show you what you have to do in a piano in the top end. Notice the size of these hammer shanks here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now as we go up the scale, take a look at this. You can see that they're much narrower. They've been sculpted. And up in the treble end of the piano, when we're doing something very forte, or loud, you know,
mm-hmm.
really laying into it, this hammer is going to come up and hit the string. Now by sculpting this hammer shank a little bit, we actually get the same kind of action out of that as we get out of a golf club. As you wind up and it kind of swoops around. Well, this does this sort of thing. As it's coming up, it kind of snaps itself, so we get a very good sound. This is something you usually only find in very high performance pianos.
Mm-hmm.
Then take a look at these beautiful hammers. This is all German felt, and just look at how beautifully well they're formed. And this is what we call reinforcing down here.
Mm-hmm.
And all of this is to reinforce this shoulder, which is here.
Mm-hmm.
And the shoulder reinforces the crown, which is exactly the point in which you are hitting the strings. And also notice the shape of them, that they're teardropped. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So they're just absolutely beautiful. Then I want to show you something. This is really the heart of the action. It's this mechanism right here. This is called a whippen.
Mm-hmm.
And there are really only three kinds of whippens that are being used in the world today for all production of pianos. And this particular one happens to be what we'd call a Steinway style, with what is called a butterfly spring there. And I just want you to see how beautifully that's made. And it's all made out of hard rock maple.
Mm-hmm.
We have no plastic parts in here whatsoever. Okay, then I guess we could talk a little bit about the key sticks themselves. Can you get a shot of this lamination here on the side?
Got it.
Okay. This company does something a little bit different. When you're using spruce to make key sticks, if you make it out of one solid piece of spruce, you have the distinct possibility of that key stick warping sometime.
Mm-hmm.
And I know as a piano technician, many times we find that the keys have warped just a little bit. They came up with a process of laminating these key sticks so that the wood is going to counteract itself, and you won't have that warpage problem. Now, somehow you're going to have to try to get on the other side of the action here. So that we can show you. Can you see these lead weights down here?
Yes.
Okay. This action is ideally laid out for the pianist to play, and it doesn't matter if you're playing this note down here, which actually operates a very large hammer, or you're playing this note up on this end, which you see as a much smaller hammer. All of these keys are made to feel exactly the same throughout the entire scale. In other words, you don't get down here and the action gets heavier. And of course, all of the beautiful woods that they're using, they use an extruded aluminum rail, which will not warp and twist like the old wood rails used to do. They're very stable, and they have various ways of attaching these so that you can see how squared off this is, so that this hammer cannot start moving around. That's one of the last things we want to see happen inside of an action.